Yeah, it looks like we got somebody up already. Oh, that's good. I don't know how much time I have here. I am in doubts right now about the seriousness of what Governor Abbott of Texas is doing. He waited quite a long time before he actually, quote unquote, acted, and then acted in what appeared to be quite a big way, even drawing in some other states. Supposedly 25 or so, maybe more, maybe less. I understand a few may have dropped out maybe after they realized what was really going on here. I wish it was serious about what's going on the border with Texas and the state people there and also other states coming in. But I've been watching some other areas and they're concentrating in the Eagle Pass area, of course. They're not stopping shipments coming in from Mexico, which means that people are coming in through there. And there are a lot of places along the border that they're actually the guard, apparently not even the border patrol, is actually assisting people to go north. So I don't know what's going on here. This could be a game that Abbott's playing. I know he's part of the WEF. We've been suspicious of him for a long time, but this doesn't look good. And I just hope that it's not a ploy he's a part of, and dragging a lot of people in, kind of like Trump did with January 6th. I know. People will say, "Oh, Trump didn't mean anything by that." Look, you can't. Even I wasn't that stupid. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I have little trust in this being any real situation that will be worked out in the long run. And if 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 Abbott was conducting these operations, let me see if I can turn that fan down some. If Abbott was conducting these operations across the board, I would say okay, but that's apparently not the case. So I'm a little concerned. All right. Uh, I don't really have any more to tell you other than that, and I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm downtown here right now. I'm in Washington State, as I've told you, and this is about as best as I could do for lighting, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't give the American people much hope at this point with all these politicians that are so corrupted to the core. I think I can name on two hands maybe any politicians, any number of politicians that I trust at this point. And I'm not kidding. I don't think they're more than 10. And that includes governors and legislators and at this point even county sheriffs. I think everybody's either on board or afraid to act. And either way, it's bad for us. Yeah, predictive programming. Yeah, I know about the movie about the Civil War, and also the the situation with the Obamas and their program, and just everything else that's happened. And it looks very very bad. And we can't even depend upon the military or governmental law enforcement agencies to protect us against the criminals that are running the government and are going along with these all of these crimes and basically uh, operations of warfare. But we'll keep an eye on this thing on Texas. Uh, I sent out on X several requests to governors of several states that they needed to stand together and that they needed to start forming state guard militias. In other words, not the National Guard that can be controlled by the federal government, the president in particular, but state guards that only the state governors control. Texas has one of those, and I think there's like one or two other states that have it. But every state, at least those who are serious, ought to be standing up and saying, "Yeah, we're going to start that." Bring in former military people that know the job, some law enforcement maybe, and build these state guards under the umbrella of competent state authority. Because going up by yourself, the feds Well, just like they did to a lot of people from Bundy Ranch and of course the January 6th thing, they're cowards and they come after you one at a time with these SWAT team jack thug boots on your back and your neck, threatening your life and the life of your lives of your families. So, there's just not a lot of hope that this is all going to work unless the states. 25 was a good number, but if Abbott's pulling people's strings, if he's pulling their legs, this could turn out real bad for a lot of people, including some of the governors, if they're not serious. So those two things I just wanted to bring up. The problem I see on the border, I'm not impressed at this point. I think the people that have gone down there, the state guards and all those, the law enforcement people, I think they're serious. But the disposition of the forces, so to speak, and what's going on elsewhere leads me to believe, like Michael Yon has said, if you've been watching him on Redacted, and I think he was on Infowars too. He's been around quite a bit. I think he's been on the Duran as well. I'm not sure about that, but he's got a heads up on all of this, and I think he's concerned as well. So I think we've got a problem. Okay, so as usual, keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears to the ground, situational awareness on high. Uh, let's hope that things go the way they should, but I'm not giving it much hope at this point. Prep, pray, and this is the big one right now. Stay out of the way. You see something going on, don't get involved at this point. I know we need to stand up. I know we do. But this is starting to smell funny to me. And I think two governors backed out, if I'm not mistaken. Now, one of them I understand was Governor Lombardo from Nevada. That may not be true, but that's what I've heard. Lombardo has the FBI still on his neck from what he did at Bundy Ranch, number one. Number two, what he did with the Harvest Festival massacre back there in 2017 in October. If you noticed, he had that FBI goon on his back watching his every move. I understand that there was more to it than even that from people who know Lombardo. So he may have chickened out when they threatened him here recently. I'm not for certain of that, but that's what I've heard. Okay, Florida's sending 800 National Guard. Yeah, and that's great, but Florida needs to have their own state militia guard underneath the governor with no possibility of, and all the states do, with no possibility of getting federalized by President Biden. Okay, that's what we need because the National Guard, yeah, there are legal difficulties here for Biden, but where has that stopped them in the past? It hasn't stopped them at all. So the governors really need to stand up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. I just thought I'd let you know I'm concerned about this. It's not looking to me as clean as it should. I really liked Abbott's letter to the president. I like the way a lot of governors responded, but you can't run an operation for a show, for drama, and expect people to put their lives on the line and their liberties. All right, they've got to go all in, and I'm not sure Abbott really is. All right, everybody, that's all I got. You take care. We'll talk to you later.